Hi, everyone. I've been having a lot of conversations with marketing leaders over the last year. Of course, everyone's talking about AI, but almost no one is having a real heart-to-heart conversation with their marketing departments. And it was making me think what CMOs are getting wrong with AI right now. It came from this Gartner article that I came across. 65% of CMOs say AI is going to fundamentally change their role in the next 2 years, but only 32% think they need to significantly update their own skills. That's the whole conversation. I guess right there is it. Only 32% think they need to significantly update their own skills. And let's just be honest, a lot of them, it's because they're close to retirement. Let's be honest, that's happening because they're close to retirement. Looking at it as another skill to adapt to like a marketing bat belt of another skill they have to add on to. And it's interesting because the article goes on to say that only 15% of CEOs think their CMOs is actually AI savvy. Only 15%. And it makes you wonder how many CEOs are dabbling in AI because let's be honest, once you start really using it, once you start really leveraging the technology, if you're using on a daily basis 3 to 4 different models, you can pretty much sniff out those who are counterfeit. So that's a trust problem with the CEO, and it forms at the top. It all starts at the top. Whether you realize it or not, that's where the problem is. CMOs who just take the technology, these AIs, and bolt them onto their legacy systems, that's going to fail to drive growth. The ones who use it to actually reshape how their organization works, they're going to be the ones who lead. A lot of marketing departments are stuck on the bolt-on phase. The real question CMOs should be asking is, has my team had an honest conversation of what AI means for how we work, about AI and its impact? If the answer is no, that's marketing malpractice. That's not a technology problem. That's a leadership problem. The problem starts at the top and it doesn't stay there. It'll trickle down to the rest of the department. So let's just touch base on a few of the people in the marketing department and what they're going through. So we're just going to pivot a little bit to this to talk about it. Let's talk about the people that actually work inside the marketing department. Because here's the thing. The CMO is figuring out the strategy and the team is living in disruption, okay, every day, if you're not having that conversation. Graphic designers, look what you have to deal with. AI image generation tools, video generation tools, AI assistant design tools are everywhere. They're everywhere. Some use it on their own quietly, and a lot of them are worried that their role is going to be dissolved and no one is addressing it. Your creative team is either quietly experimenting with AI tools or quietly terrified by them. Let's move on to the SEO team. Search behavior has absolutely changed in real time. AI overviews, large language models drive searches, 0-click results. SEO people who are reading about this on their own, but without strategic direction from above, they're improvising. And they're doing it on their own. Your SEO team is watching the ground shift under their feet. Are you having that conversation with them? Or are you still just reviewing monthly traffic reports? Let's talk about the content team. I always used to say, if I could hire another person, it would always be a content writer. I always needed content. And I have my solution. Content writers. So AI content writing tools everywhere now. Absolutely everywhere. But content without a sharper strategy is just noise. It's just noise. The malpractice moment that we have here is not having the conversation in your department. That's the biggest problem. You should be talking about it honestly every single day. You don't have to walk in with a fully baked AI strategy. You just have to walk in and say, let's talk about this together. What are you seeing? What are you worried about? What do you wish we were doing differently? If your team is operating at pre-AI assumptions, you're not on the same field at all anymore. The CMOs who are getting it right aren't the ones who are using the most sophisticated AI or the most sophisticated AI strategy. They're the ones who create safety, psychological safety around the topic inside their team. They're the ones who said, we're going to figure this out together. We're going to try things. We're going to break things. Then tell me what you learned. Have these conversations. It's okay. Have these conversations. They're going to open up. They're going to tell you what they're learning on the side. And you're going to be able to leverage them in more ways than you never thought possible. And to be honest, I really find all this genuinely exciting. This is the closest I've ever felt to living in the future. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Claudius. I'm a marketing director. I've been in marketing for over 20 years. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. Find me on LinkedIn. Send me a connection request. I'd love to connect with you. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. You know, marketers, we're all over the place. I'd love to know where you've succeeded, what you've learned, and where you failed. Because really, we learn a lot where we fail. Well, I hope to see you again. Hopefully this will only get better. Thanks, folks.